YouTube. We are finally getting some respect on Storm's name right now. I'm excited for the issue, and hopefully this will be an ongoing thing because Storm does not need to be an X-Man or an Avenger to shine. So how this chapter kicks off is we are in Oklahoma City, where it is told to us that it started with a bang. When Storm was a child, the screech of combustions ripped our home into shards. The heat from his fire made an oven of the crumbled concrete. This was a scene very much like the one that took Storm's parents. This is a callback to X-Men Volume 1, Issue 102, where a French Vautour fighter bomber caught a flak bursting as it swung into the strafing run. This caused the plane to crash into Aurora and her parents' house, which killed them. Storm and Frenzy land in the city where Storm wonders why the streets are empty, because there is no way everyone is trapped under rubble. Frenzy suggests that she can call her X-Factor teammates, but when another shockwave hits, Storm uses her wind to block the shockwave. A father tells his daughter, who is named Claire, that everything is going to be all right. They are trapped under some rumble. Years ago, a motor would make Storm an orphan, but on this day, an orphan saves a family from the same fate. Frenzy tells Storm that another shockwave is coming towards them, which Storm tells her she's on it. Frenzy tries to help a father or son, which the father is afraid of Frenzy. Also, he is wearing an orchid shirt, which distracts Frenzy. Storm snaps her out of it by telling her that they save everyone, which they end up doing, save as many people as they can. Another shockwave starts coming. It is said that when two waves exactly the same yet opposing each other, they both cease to exist. Storm shutters the air molecules around her with such precision that the advanced threat is nullified. But this time, it was different. Concealed within the shockwave, a sharp piece of branch from the surrounding floor, it sinks deep. It was our universe's first attempt at taking Storm's life. Storm is hurt. It shows that even a goddess can get injured on occasions. If you pay attention, you will witness many more until you see the one that finally succeeds. Storm then figures out why the streets were empty. When they first got there, Frenzy tells Storm that she is still bleeding and that she needs medical attention. Storm is like, hell no, as Storm flies towards the shockwaves, a sapling forced to let go of their grip on Mother Earth. Aquatic life floats, lifeless from radiation exposure. Innocent creatures turned inside out under the sudden rise of air pressure around them. The fury of the goddess was icy freezing retribution. She despises everything fallen, a moment to human comfort caused an ecosystem. Storm gets hit with a shockwave, knocking her back. Frenzy thunderclaps the shockwave to protect the innocent civilians. Storm begins to show signs of radiation poisoning, yet she proceeds on to find the source of this recursive destruction. This isn't the first time Storm has danced with death. However, rather than finding a failing nuclear reactor spewing toxic venom, Storm finds a crying mutant child surrounded by corpse. The kid is surrounded by energy as he is apologizing because he cannot control his power. All mutants of great power know of this day, the day of adolescence. For humans, it's often an awkward day in public, a day they swear they almost die of sheer disgrace. But for many mutants, however, it's a day of dread. Unable to control the birth of new abilities, manslaughter is not as rare as you would expect. For this mutant on this day, Storm had nothing but bitter empathy. She felt this empathy because the kid was begging Storm to kill him. But instead of killing him, she hugs him and tells him, enough lives have been lost today, child. We see people having theories on what happened at the power plant. One guy says that the plant had alien kaiju. The other believes this plant is going to crap. You had one person who was angry because his wife was there and she ended up dying in an explosion. And he said that she believed in people. Basically, I do believe that this is a stand-in for what's going on in the real world to a certain extent, because you always have conspiracy theories and things of that nature. And with conspiracy theories, they end up turning people to have fear. They start having fear of whatever that conspiracy, or they start hating whatever is going on. So I do think this is a stand-in. We see Storm and Tony Stark talking, where Iron Man is amazed at the work that the people did at the power plant. But Storm asks how many times did he run the numbers. Iron Man says he doesn't ask how she makes indoor rain clouds, but Storm isn't trying to hear all that. She wanted to know the answer to her question. Iron Man tells her he ran the numbers 866,978,275 times. The reality is that mutants were finally looked upon as heroes, but in the wake of this tragedy, Storm must make a difficult choice. Storm understands this because she knows that the child would be hated if she told the public the truth about the power plant. The choices are stay silent and let mutant kind have this win, or tell the truth and honor the dead. That seems like an impossible choice if you ask me, because mutants are just now being loved, and all of a sudden you got to tell them, oh, a mutant did this? Yeah, nah. Because mutants for years have been fighting for equality, and this will be a crushing blow. We now switch to where Storm's preparing for her press conference, producing a quick and catchy soundbite introduction for this larger-than-life personality might be too much for even Storm. Storm has been many things in the past: a pickpocket, the Queen of Wakanda, an X-Men, and now she's an Avenger. But in this moment, she is also the hero known as Storm. So when Storm gets to the press conference, it's live in Atlanta, Georgia, where she is still coughing up blood because of the radiation poisoning. But she decides to proceed anyway. She tells the public that she has been an X-Men and looks forward to working with the Avengers, but she must take on her own goals, values, and identity to the whole world. That way, the innocent can rest easy and the wicked can tremble in fear. That is when Storm reveals the Storm Sanctuary. I love the Storm Sanctuary. It's basically like the Fortress of Solitude. And Storm wants humans, gods, mutants, sorcerers, interplanetary immigrants, and superhumans, whoever calls the planet Earth home, to look up in their skies in a moment of trouble and give a sign of relief, because storms have made their skies her new home. I just love how Storm is being portrayed in this book. She was the leader of the war mutants in Araco and the Queen of Wakanda, so her killing this press conference isn't a surprise. The problem is that when she begins to talk about what happened at Oklahoma City, the tragedy that happened because of a mutant, even though she's giving a heartfelt speech, even the blind can see that their joy turned to hate, their love turned to fear. First day of proclaiming herself Earth's nurturer and protector, Storm had just fueled prejudice within humans and made mutants the target of public display. And that is tough. I do agree with Storm, though. She had to tell the truth, because if she would have lied, someone who hates mutant would have exposed the truth anyway. So she was better off just telling the truth and dealing with the consequences later. But beyond our planet, our solar system, our universe even, another was watching with unquestionable intent of the cosmos. And it says, I am eternity, the beginning with no end, and I have found you worthy, Aurora Monroe, to me, my eternal Storm. That's how the chapter ends. It seems like Eternity wants to make Storm his herald, maybe his avatar, or, his wife. I mean, let's be honest, who wouldn't want to make Storm their wife? You feel me? Where I'm excited to where I think they're going to go with it. I'm not 100% sure. But let me know what you think Eternity wants with Storm, because this is getting wild. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. So I'll see you soon. Peace out, y'all.